What's good, y'all? Today we about to check out what getting offed by electrocution feels like. Of my boy Mr. Death.
Case the producer.
I don't want to get electrocuted, but let's go ahead and check this out.
Picture this. You're fixing a light in your garage. Simple job. Your wife asked you to do it 3 weeks ago.
Ooh.
Babe, could you please stop playing games and fix the light in the garage?
No.
You finally got around to it because the bulb's been dead so long you keep walking into things in the dark. You watched a 10-minute YouTube video this morning. Some guy in his garage showed you exactly
That's how you learn everything.
how to do it. Swap the wires, screw it back in, done. 20 minutes tops. Now here's the thing. Every electrician, every safety guide, every single YouTube video you watched, they all said the same thing. Turn off the breaker first. But you think that's overkill. It's just one light fixture. The power's not even on right now. The bulb's dead, remember? Besides, you've stuck things in outlets before when you were a kid, and nothing happened.
Wait, have y'all ever done that? Have y'all ever stuck things in an outlet? I've never done that in my life. I don't even think, I was told not to do it, but I don't even think I would have to be told not to do that. I was never that type of curious kid walking around with like forks and just, I've never done that in my life. Have y'all done that? And it doesn't electrocute you every single time? Interesting.
So you don't flip the breaker. You just start working. And the moment your fingers touch that wire, everything changes. Oh, hey there. I know you've said I don't need to turn off the breaker at least once in your life. Welcome to the consequences of that beautiful confidence. Today we're talking about electrocution. And I promise you, it's nothing like what you've seen in the movies. Let's find out what happens when you underestimate 120 volts. All right, before we get into the specifics of your very bad garage situation, let's understand what electricity actually does when it enters your body. Because most people have absolutely no idea. First, let's kill some myths. Remember that scene in Home Alone where Marv steps on an ornament and gets electrocuted? He does this hilarious full-body jolt, screams, and then just keeps going? Yeah, that's not how electrocution works, at all. In real life, Marv wouldn't have gotten back up. He probably wouldn't have gotten up ever again. Hollywood loves electrocution because it looks dramatic. The dancing, the shaking, the guy flying backward into a wall. None of that happens. What actually happens is way worse and way less entertaining. Electricity doesn't care about making a spectacle. It takes the path of least resistance through your body, and it destroys everything along the way. Here's what makes electricity uniquely terrifying as a killer. It's invisible, it's silent, it's in your walls right now, and it doesn't give you a warning before it kills you. You know how a crocodile at least has the decency to show you its eyes before it grabs you? Electricity doesn't even do that. It just takes you. The stuff that can kill you is literally in every room of your house, and most people have no idea how close they are to death every single day. Also, fun fact for the Frankenstein fans out there, electricity doesn't bring things back to life. It kills them. Dr. Frankenstein got it completely backwards. Lightning hitting a dead body doesn't create a monster. It just makes a very cooked corpse.
Wait, so what about those things that's those those clear? Doesn't that kind of bring you back to life in a way or something like that? How do those work? I wonder how those work then. That's something I'm gonna look up.
Okay, so your fingers just touched a live wire carrying 120 volts of household current. Here's what happens next, broken down by the second. The very first thing that happens isn't pain, it's muscle lock. And this is the reason household electrocution is actually more dangerous than you'd think. Electricity flows through your nerves and directly stimulates your muscles to contract. All of them, at once. Your hand doesn't just touch the wire, it grips it, tighter than you could ever voluntarily hold anything. You can't let go. Your brain is screaming at your hand to release, but the electricity is overriding that signal. It's like your own body turned against you. This is what kills most people in household electrocutions. Not the initial shock. The fact that they literally cannot let go long enough for someone to save them. See, in Home Alone, Marv touches something, jolts around, and stumbles away. In reality, you're stuck, frozen, gripping that wire like your life depends on it, which, ironically, it does. 0.1 seconds in, the pain hits, and it's not like any pain you've ever experienced. Electricity doesn't just hurt at the contact point. It stimulates every single nerve along the path it's traveling through your body. It's like being stabbed, burned, and having all your muscles cramped simultaneously. Your brain goes into full panic mode. Adrenaline floods your system. You're trying desperately to let go of the wire, but you can't. You're screaming, but your jaw muscles are also contracting. So the scream comes out as more of a strangled grunt. If someone's nearby, they hear something wrong. They rush over. And here's where it gets even
I
more
always thought it'd be more like a. I mean, I guess that's kind of close to that, right?
dangerous. If they grab you to pull you off the wire without cutting the power first, the electricity flows right through them too. Now you're both stuck, both dying. Electrocution is one of the few ways to die that can take out multiple people at once. It's like a chain reaction of terrible decisions. Half a second in, the electricity is now flowing through your torso, and this is where it gets genuinely horrifying. Your heart is essentially a muscle that runs on electrical impulses. It has its own built-in pacemaker that sends tiny electrical signals to make it beat in rhythm. 120 volts of household current completely overwhelms that system. Your heart doesn't stop, it goes haywire. Ventricular fibrillation. It's quivering like a bag of worms instead of pumping blood. Your chest muscles are locked in a contracted position, which means your lungs can't expand. You're not breathing. Not because you choose not to, because your muscles physically won't let your ribcage move. So right now, you're locked to a wire, can't breathe, your heart's not pumping properly, and you're fully conscious for all of it. Pikachu uses Thunderbolt, and it's super effective. You just got hit by 120 volts, and it's immediately lethal. Turns out Pokemon battles aren't as fun in real life. And here's something most people don't know about electrocution. The burns aren't just on the outside. Electricity heats tissue as it flows through it, like a microwave cooking your insides. Muscle tissue along the current path starts to cook. Literally. The entry and exit wounds might look small. A tiny burn mark where you touch the wire, maybe another where the current left your body, usually through your feet hitting the ground. But inside, the damage is catastrophic. 2 to 5 seconds. Your heart's been in ventricular fibrillation this entire time, and without intervention, it's not going to fix itself. Your heart isn't pumping blood, which means your brain isn't getting oxygen, which means you're suffocating from the inside while being cooked from the inside, all while being unable to let go of the wire that's doing it. You might still be conscious at this point, and that's the worst part. You know what's happening. You can feel it. You just can't do anything about it. Meanwhile, your neighbor's mowing his lawn outside. Birds are singing. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, and you're
Dang.
dying in your garage over a light fixture.
You know how mad I would be if I was in my garage dying from electrocution and I just see everybody outside, beautiful day, just mowing the lawn. I'd be so mad.
Your vision tunnels. Sounds fade. The last thing you might hear is the electrical hum of the wire you're still holding. And then your heart stops completely. Cardiac arrest. Game over. You fall, still holding the wire. Because even in death, muscle lock doesn't release immediately. All right, what does this actually feel like?
Dang.
Let's walk through the experience. The very first thing you experience is a flash. Not visual, sensory. Your entire nervous system fires at once. It's like every cell in your body just screamed. Then you realize you can't let go. And that's when real terror kicks in. You're pulling with everything you have. Every muscle in your arm is trying to release. Nothing happens. The pain is everywhere and nowhere at once. It's not localized. It's not, my hand hurts. It's your entire body being overstimulated simultaneously. Like someone turned every pain receptor in your body to maximum. Then you notice you can't breathe. Your chest feels like someone's sitting on it. You're trying to inhale, but your ribcage won't expand. Panic spirals. You can feel your heart. It's doing something wrong. Skipping, racing, stuttering. You know something catastrophic is happening inside you, but you can't do anything about it. Your thoughts get fragmented. I should have turned off the breaker. Why didn't I turn off the breaker? Someone help me. I can't breathe. I can't let go. And here's the cruel irony of it all. The fix was so simple. One switch, one action, 30 seconds of your time. But you skipped it because you were confident, because it felt unnecessary. Electricity doesn't care about your confidence. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't give second chances. It just flows and it destroys. And it's over before you fully understand what happened.
Always turn off your breaker.
Quick comparison, because this is where it gets interesting. You just died from 120 volts of household current. But what if it had been high voltage instead? High voltage, we're talking 10,000 volts or more, like
Oh, no.
power lines, kills completely differently. 120 volts household,
That's why you just one touch of that joint, you just you gone. You explode like a bird.
muscle lock, can't let go, slow cardiac failure over several seconds. You suffer. 10,000 volts power line, instant cardiac arrest, severe burns, possible arc flash that literally sets you on fire. You don't suffer because you're already dead. So paradoxically, higher voltage is actually less painful, which sounds insane, but the physics checks out. More voltage means faster cardiac arrest, less time to experience it, which is darkly funny when you think about it. The guy who touches a household outlet suffers for seconds. The guy who climbs a power line fence dies instantly. The universe has a weird sense of justice. You are weird, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and high voltage doesn't just electrocute you. At high enough amperage, it can cause an arc flash, basically an electrical explosion. We're talking temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun for a fraction of a second. Remember lightsabers? We talked about those being 20,000 degrees. An arc flash can hit 30,000 degrees. So congratulations, power lines are actually hotter than a lightsaber.
How do you know that?
But hey, at least you won't suffer. Aftermath. Someone eventually finds
I
you.
might have to check out that.
Maybe your
lightsaber
wife
joint.
comes looking for you after an hour, wondering why the light's still not fixed. Maybe a neighbor hears something and checks. They call 911, but by the time paramedics arrive, it's been too long. Your heart stopped minutes ago. Brain damage from oxygen deprivation is already irreversible. They try a defibrillator. In some cases, if the person is found quickly enough, a defibrillator can restart a heart that's in ventricular fibrillation.
That's what I was looking for.
Literally what they're designed for. If someone had found you within the first minute or two, you might have survived. A defibrillator, CPR, getting you to a hospital fast. Electrocution is actually one of the more survivable forms of death if someone reacts quickly enough, which makes it even more tragic that most electrocution victims die
Look at our boy down here.
alone in their garage on a Tuesday. 200 people a year in the US alone. Most of them doing exactly what you did, skipping the safety step because it felt unnecessary. And YouTube isn't helping. Millions of how to rewire your house videos. Some of them don't even mention turning off the breaker because views matter more than whether the viewer survives. All right, so here's how to not end up dead in your garage over a light fixture. First, turn off the breaker. Always. No exceptions. I cannot stress this enough. It takes 3 seconds. It saves your life. Do it. Second, if someone's being electrocuted, do not touch them. Cut the power first. If you can't cut the power, use something non-conductive, a wooden board, a dry towel, to push them away from the source. Grabbing them directly just adds you to the body count. Third, if you find someone unconscious near an electrical source, call 911 immediately. A defibrillator can potentially save them. Every second counts. Fourth, wet hands multiply the danger. Water conducts electricity. If your hands are wet, shower, rain, sweat, your body's resistance drops dramatically. The same current that might just tingle when dry could kill you when wet. Basically, electricity is everywhere. It's invisible, and it will kill you if you disrespect it. Unlike a crocodile, which at least has the decency to show itself before it kills you, electricity is the silent assassin in your walls. So there you have it, electrocution, one of the most preventable deaths on the planet and one of the most painful ways to experience it. All over a light fixture. That could have been fixed in 20 minutes if you just flipped one switch. You know what's funny? After watching this video, every single one of you is going to go check your house for electrical hazards. You're going to look at that outlet with the loose cover and think, maybe I should fix that. Do it. Seriously, fix it. Before we end the video, I have prepared a short poem. One switch, 1 second, one simple task. But confidence said, why bother to ask? The wire didn't care about pride or plans. It just took what it wanted right out of your hands.
Okay, I think we got the gist of it. But yeah, that was the clip for today, man. A nice little short one. This one was for my fellow science nerdy people. I love all things science, stuff like that. But if you enjoyed this, let me know. If you want to see more of these and we can watch them together, definitely let me know, because I'm interested in this type of stuff. So yeah, that's about it for today. But thank you for chilling with me for the day. And like y'all, love y'all, appreciate y'all. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, anything to support the channel. It really helps out. And I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Stay blessed.